penguins live in tight-knit groups. To find food, they must dive into the ocean. But beneath the surface, leopard seals and killer whales lie in wait. So the penguins hesitate, screeching loudly, squawk, squawk, and nervously glance at one another. Then suddenly, one brave penguin leaps first into the sea. The others follow, one after another, diving in to search for food. The one that jumps first is called the first penguin, a symbol of courage. Because of that first penguin, the colony survives. It is the same for the wildebeests of the Serengeti in Africa. Thousands of them migrate in search of green pastures, but to get there, they must cross a river filled with crocodiles. While the herd trembles in fear, one wildebeest takes the leap. The rest, thousands of them, follow. So then, is courage only for penguins and wildebeests? No, we too need courage to live each day. Within each of us, fear and hope coexist. The Roman historian Tacitus once said, "Where there is courage, there is hope." By contrast, where there is no courage, there is no hope. Sometimes life flows like an open highway, but other times feels like a jammed road after an accident. Everything comes to a halt. That's when we need courage. There are two ways to live: believing that miracles never happen, or believing that miracles are with us every step of the way. If God is with you, what could possibly stand in your way? Live boldly, with a heart full of unwavering faith, because the world belongs to those who have courage. The heroes of faith in the Bible were all people who showed courage when it mattered most. Noah is one of them. Had he not obeyed God's command to build an ark on a mountaintop, he and his family would not have survived the flood. But Noah, with relentless courage, built the ark for 120 years. The Bible says, "Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and out with pitch." Genesis 6 verse 14. Abraham too obeyed when God said, "Go." He didn't even know where he was going. That faith, that courage, was the beginning of him becoming the father of faith. We may not know where we're headed either, but like Abraham, we must walk forward with trust in God alone. Courage isn't always grand. Ruth, to care for her mother-in-law Naomi, gathered leftover grain in fields that weren't hers. It must have hurt her pride, and people likely stared. But that small act of courage transformed her life. So don't try to outshine others. Instead, begin with a small act of courage you can do today. The cross of Jesus is where all courage begins. Because he carried the cross, we received salvation, and that courage was born from his prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane, where his sweat fell like drops of blood. So let us also pray like that. Pray even when life feels peaceful. And when hardships come, pray all the more earnestly. Prayer gives birth to courage, and courage changes lives. This week, may you walk forward in life with unshakable faith, fervent prayer, and unyielding courage.